So I am Belinda Brain, and I'm a senior. So this year at Nationals, we had a qualifying event in August, so only the top 50% of the teams actually went to this event at the National Convention. So at the qualifying event, we did written customer assistance, identification, and general knowledge. And then at this past event, we did propagation of nursery plants, team event, team skills event, verbal customer assistance, and landscape estimation. Yeah, one of the easiest ways I found to kind of describe it to my family is saying, well, for the skills event, we had to build a retaining wall as a team, repair PVC lateral irrigation breaks, I think what it's called. We had to lay down a patio. So that's kind of the things we did for that. Obviously it's all fake, we didn't glue together the wall, but we did build it. We just didn't use the glue. So everything but the glue was involved. And for the propagation, that would be, we took cuttings of yew plants. So those pretty common bush you'd see around houses. So you'd pot up 5 cuttings from a giant piece of foliage that they give you. For ID, put it in perspective, I think we have 120 to 180, I can't remember, plants to choose from for the identification. They only choose 50 of those for you to look at. They also have things on tools and diseases and disorders. So we'd have to identify, okay, what does aphid damage look like? Or what's a power hedge trimmer look like versus a regular hedge trimmer? I'm hoping to go into public horticulture, which is someone who works in education at a botanical center or like at the extension office. So it's definitely useful for that. I love plants, so it's definitely going to be something in horticulture, whatever it is. Just that since my teammates aren't able to be here, I just want to talk about how much work they put in. Not only did they work just as hard as I did, they had to take off an entire week of college, whereas I only had to take off a week of high school classes. So I just want to say how hard they all worked and that they all did amazing. To get gold rankings is awesome.
The poultry team and I, we went down to Iowa State to go down to their poultry science farm where we looked at different types of layers and broilers and different diets for them and how they packaged their eggs and how they sold them. And that was a very interesting thing to see. And it also helped us prep more for the contest as we headed down to Indianapolis. As we were in Indianapolis, we had to study so that we did well in the contest, and it really paid off. We all got silver, and then Audrey Siebel, who's currently at college right now, has got gold.
This year, since COVID, they did the tests and the team activity online, which we hadn't really had much experience with team activity, so that was a little bit different. It's kind of another version of the test, except you get to work together. And since one of our teammates is also off at college, we had to Zoom her in, which was a little bit harder for that. So I've learned from agriculture how to have a good work ethic, and that's one of the most important things you'll ever need in life. I've actually had some friends who aren't involved in agriculture, and we started talking about careers one day, and I started going on about all the different paths I was thinking about taking, and they were thinking about taking some other paths, such as a lawyer, and I was like, well, you can go and get your law degree, or you can go for ag studies, which covers a variety of opportunities, and you can go into multiple different careers, and also go for an ag lawyer, whether it covers land or real estate or even just seed.
It's just awesome that the FFA has the career development events that they can actually excel in. Nursery landscape, in poultry, in ag sales, in all the other areas that are available. And it just is what really makes my day as an instructor, is that every one of the kids can find an area to be successful in. Whether it's, each one of the, like for example in the nursery landscape, there's something for somebody mechanical to be a high individual in that. There's something for somebody that loves, not too many kids are just straight about a test, but you know what? If you're a good test taker, you can excel in that area. If you want to build a retaining wall, if you like potting plants, if you like propagating, if you are into selling, which we've really loved in this program is selling all sorts of things, but there's a selling practicum where they get to talk with a customer and interact and actually, meet the industry people. Is the great thing that I love about it as an ag instructor, and that we love about it for the kids and for our community, is that the kids get a chance to not only talk about it, but they get to do it. And then in particular, I'll say it, it's just really cool when it comes together, and that they finish, whether it's in the top 15 with poultry, or whether it's a third place team in nursery landscape. Getting all 4 of those individuals to be in the gold rating is just pretty rare. And then getting a individual, Belinda, to be the top individual. We've been so fortunate here at Muscatine, and I'm so pleased with the effort and the things that they are able to do. But Belinda is actually our 5th student that has won a national competition. So it's one of those things that we have what's called career development boards outside the room here, where all these kids' names will basically go on in kind of a little bit of infamy, sorry, but that they actually have earned their right and their confidence. The thing that happens when you get recognized and you realize that you can compete against 750,000 FFA members, all of a sudden the kids go, you know what, I can probably do anything if I can do that. And that's why intentionally, whether it's Miss Weeby, Mr. Day, Mr. Paul, myself, we will intentionally try to throw so much at them that they maybe can't digest it, they can't do it all. But as we know as adults, that's what life is how do you survive and how do you make the next best choice, the next best decision. And that's the fun thing about what we do here in the agriculture program, is it's not only, yes, that's great if they happen to go into a career in agriculture, and we need great people in all of our areas. But in particular, if we can get them to learn that they can learn every day, that they can compete every day, that's the great things that I love about the FFA and what we get done and with convention. It's just a neat thing, and just very pleased to be a part of it.